Hey, if you've been wondering what Bitcoin mining is all about and how it works, then you should probably stick around, because in this video I'm going to cover the basics of Bitcoin mining and how it works and what it's all about. Hi guys, my name is Alan and welcome to another crypto video. For those of you who are new, I like to discuss cryptocurrency on this channel, and I try to make it as simple to understand as possible. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, and all the opinions and views that I share on this channel are my personal opinions only. But let's get right into that mining. To properly understand Bitcoin mining, we need to look at the substance of Bitcoin itself and how it actually functions. Bitcoin runs on a public network called the blockchain. This network connects all Bitcoin users and contains the public ledger. The public ledger is kind of like a book where all Bitcoin transactions are written down. If someone spends or receives Bitcoin, the transaction is broadcast onto the network, and once this transaction is confirmed to be permanently added to the public ledger, the transaction is successful. So basically, mining is the process of adding transactions to the public ledger. But let's go a little bit more into detail. Miners are computers which collect all the recent transactions broadcast by other Bitcoin users, verify that these transactions are valid, and then compile them into what's called a network block, and then this block is permanently written onto the public ledger. Given this, it would seem possible for a miner to simply add a fake block to the ledger, for example a block that contains transactions that this miner makes with Bitcoin that he doesn't actually own. So to prevent this from happening, the Bitcoin network has designed mining to be difficult. So instead of a miner being able to add a block to the network at will, it first has to solve a very difficult computational puzzle. This is called proof of work. In other words, what miners are actually doing is they're competing with one another to see who can solve a very difficult cryptographic puzzle first. The one who finds a solution first then broadcasts their solution over the network. The other miners then verify that the solution is correct, and if it is, the network adds the successfully mined block to the publicly accepted blockchain. The miner who was first to successfully solve this puzzle is then rewarded with 25 newly discovered bitcoins. This reward acts as an incentive to keep the miners investing computational time and effort into mining on the Bitcoin network. This new creation of bitcoins through mining also helps to add to the overall supply of bitcoins. Miners mine basically so they can receive this reward, and in doing so they're enabling transactions to take place over the Bitcoin network. Without miners, the network wouldn't exist. That pretty much covers the basic concept of Bitcoin mining. The process for mining other altcoins are very similar in concept to Bitcoin mining. So let's talk about the different miners that one gets that people are using to mine Bitcoin and other altcoins. There have been different types of miners developed over the years. Way back when Bitcoin was still new, people used to use their PCs and their laptops to mine with, and they used to earn hundreds or thousands of Bitcoins doing it that way. But the network difficulty has gone up so much over the years that it's basically impossible. You could still mine with your laptop today, but the amount of Bitcoin you're going to earn will be so low that it won't even cover the cost of the electricity that you use to run your laptop 24 hours a day to mine that Bitcoin. At the moment, there's two types of miners which can cope with today's levels of difficulty, namely GPU-based miners and ASIC miners. GPU-based miners are basically PCs that are built up with the sole purpose of mining. It would consist of a motherboard with a CPU and a hard drive and RAM, just like a normal PC, but then it would have anywhere between 1 and 7 high-performance gaming graphics cards, which do the bulk of the mining work. These high-performance graphics cards are very good at solving the cryptographic puzzles that are involved in mining cryptocurrency. So the more graphics cards you have in your GPU-based mining rig, the better your rig's mining performance will be. A mining rig's performance is measured in hashing power. ASIC miners are purposely designed from the ground up, specifically for mining a certain coin with a certain algorithm. So they are highly optimized to mine that specific coin. Such high design optimization is required for certain coins where the difficulty has become so high that it's difficult to get a balance between the amount of power you're consuming to mine the coin versus the amount of coin that you're actually mining in the process. There are different ASIC miners built for mining all the different algorithms that are found in cryptocurrency. To name a few of them, I'm going to use examples from a company called Bitmain, which is one of the most popular ASIC miner manufacturers. The S9, which is optimized for the SHA-256 algorithm. This algorithm is used by Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. The Antminer L3 Plus is a script algorithm ASIC miner. This algorithm is used by Litecoin. 8-hash algorithm coins like Ethereum and Ethereum Classic can be mined with the Antminer E3. To put the power of these ASIC miners into proportion, I actually did a test. I did some mining on my MacBook Pro, my laptop, and I noted the performance of it, and I will compare that to the performance of today's ASIC miners, like the Antminer S9. As I mentioned years ago, with a laptop like the one I have now, you could successfully mine a number of coins and actually make a profit. So the highest mining performance I could get out of my laptop was 30 mega hashes per second. The Antminer S9 mines at 14 million mega hashes per second. That is 460,000 times more mining power than my MacBook Pro. So that gives you an idea of how efficient and how optimized the design is of ASIC miners for mining Bitcoin or other currencies. I think that just about covers the basics of hardware mining. In the next video we're going to look at the prices or the costs of the mining hardware itself. We're going to look at profitability of mining, how it's affected by the Bitcoin price as well as network difficulty. So keep a lookout for that video. If you have any inputs on hardware mining or think that I missed something that I should have covered in this video, please use the comment section below so that we can all learn together. That's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed the video or if you learned something, please hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Don't become a fire statistic.